So it's Monday morning and we're on the road and I've had a shave. Yeah, so this morning, well, it's 11:30 now, and we have been and dropped off the fire bars with the chrome in and the fire gratings to the customer in Wales. So we just stopped off now because got the dog, giving him a little bit of a walk. This little route here at the whatever the rough estate there, they've got their own little dog walking track around the farm, so it takes about half an hour. So stretch my legs, give him a walk, we're all happy. But speaking to the customer about the fire bars and the chrome content, because obviously it's 1% is that's what they want and that's what we put in. So I was asking him, like, does it really help? He says yeah, because obviously the fire bars are getting hot and the coal sticks to it, so it makes them, and then when you clean it, it knocks and chips. So I was talking about maybe increasing it maybe to 2% to see if we can get them lasting a bit longer. Yeah, it might not be as many fire bars for us, but if it helps the customer and they can obviously make them last a bit longer, and that's what we want, isn't it? So we might increase the next batch to 2%. Got to make sure there's no tractor going. 2%, which might make them last longer, but it's hard to tell, as he said, because they're in different locomotives and different fire people, or whatever they're called, on the train. So it might work, it might not be. He said some people make them hotter than the others, so it's just one of them. So we'll have to have a look and maybe increase it. He said, well, what about the prices? Well, realistically, it's not going to be really any much more, but it might be worth it, and if they last longer, that's what we want, isn't it? So it's something we're going to take back to the drawing board and maybe have a look into. Yeah, we can do it, but I was also speaking to a fella last week and they used to put 11% in, not in fire bars, in one of their jobs they did, and he says when it gets to 11% it goes dead gulpy and it's dead hard to do. You've got to pour it straight out of the furnace and straight into the mould. It goes dead thick. I did notice that it was a bit different running the other day. Ah, well, it always is, isn't it? But obviously I'm not going to take it up to 11%, but we could take it up to 2%, and it might make them last a bit longer. And I said, well, there's a little bit in them as well, is that all right? So obviously we cast them with each other. He said, oh yeah, fine. Make them last a bit longer. So we were just having a good conversation, having a good talk about it and seeing maybe it might work better for us, better for them, better for us. We had to pick another pattern up, so it's another fire bar, but this one's in a compact, and I said, oh, I don't need all that. So the top box was just solid with just a big massive runner in, which was like, well, I don't need that, because I'll take them out, put them in our own boxes. So I bought the bottom because that's got the bars in, and I'll take the bars out of the compact and put them in our own box. It's a lot of sand, and it's more annoying because you can't move it around. At least with the metal boxes we've got handles and there's good strength in it. When doing a compact, they'll crack and you've got to knock them out and the sand goes everywhere, so it's not really what I wanted. So I'll just take them off, put them in our own box. Don't need the running the same size as what they done. It's just like, it's the full length of the fire bar. It's like an extra fire bar in the middle. I just didn't see the point. So on our little walk, my arm's hurting now. On our little walk, then get back to work, and David should be making the railings, depending if he's feeling quite comfortable with the sand setting. But obviously there's the little bars that I made. Got to roll a couple more of them off, and then we'll see what happens. We'll go from there, onwards and upwards. It's lovely Monday morning. Need to get back in the gym now. That's up, had a bit of an incident with the finger. So I smashed it with a sledgehammer, so it was off. It was in A&E. Well, I was in the walking when then I got sent to A&E. You can see why the country's up its thingy. People don't go to the GP because you can't get an appointment, so you go to walking. Then the walking sends you to A&E. So, yeah, anyway, so castings, obviously we cast on the Tuesday, which we cast 2 panels, a couple of gearboxes, a couple of brackets. The brackets that we cast, they've already gone out. They went out yesterday. The little like chunky ones that we shown you the other day. But panels. So this is what the panels are looking like as of so far. A little bit of flash there and there, but that's no problem. That comes off, do you know what I mean? Once it's all dressed, cleaned up, it'll look smart. Obviously you got you running on your eyes that they need to come off. So posts and we cast some fly press balls because we have a bit of metal left over, so we just cast them. It doesn't really matter with the material on them anyway. So we've got the posts. There's obviously one there, a couple of the gearboxes. They all come out looking sound, to be fair, but obviously once they're dressed we'll know more. Gearboxes are getting picked up tonight. He's coming to our house to come and pick them up. So we've got to get them ready. First thing, Steve didn't know, so he's going to do them today. He's meant to be coming, believe it or not, this week. When he rang up. If he comes, he comes. If he doesn't, he doesn't. All the chairs are still here. So Steve has been dressing one of them, but obviously he's not finished it yet. It's a bit hard at the moment. We also had these straps in for blasting. They come in Tuesday. We rang yesterday to see if they were done, which we hadn't started, and then he also said that he wanted them painted. So what we've done, we've obviously blasted them all, cleaned them all up, and give them all a coat in red lead. These have been sat out overnight as well. And you can see, not a piece of rust on it. They were very rusty. But obviously, they're all done. So I'll get him, ring him, he'll come this morning. Come pick them up. These are, I think last time we done these, they were off tugboats. So, we'll find out again, won't we? And see what happens. Obviously, we've got more panels to make. Unfortunately, I'm in the office. I'm not allowed, well, technically, they tried to give me a sick note. And I said, yeah, that doesn't work in our place. If you're like me, you'll know that you're in work the next day. I'd rather be in work, so if you are like me, give us a like. Or give us a thumbs up in the comment box, do you know what I mean? But, yeah, he wants to be sat at home. I'd rather be in work, mate, all day. Manchester job. So, if you haven't seen a couple of MC weeklies ago, we were talking about the Manchester project, and I haven't been able to show you the project as of yet. Because the project's not done. I have filmed it, it will be a separate video. Hopefully it'll be out before Christmas, but I don't know. I'm not allowed to release anything until the job's done. But I'll give you the tip, it's manhole covers. The lad, the art design, the special, they're brilliant, to be honest. There was a spelling mistake on one, so we've got to redo that. And the lad whose job it is messed one up, so we've got to redo that. Steve's got me a present.
There you go. Ready, camera rolling. There you go. There's the other bit. Show your hand.
How much do they know?
No idea.
35p! You sure they used to be 15p?
Well, you get one of them every time you wipe your ass.
Cheers, Steve. It looks a bit like me as well. There's my breakfast sorted.
Oh, man.
We've also got a couple more fire bars we've got to do, but they're there. So, crack on. I've got to be in the office. So I'll see how long I last until Paul does my head in, and then I'll just go home then, because I'm not allowed to get it dirty, not allowed to get it wet. Got to get a shower with a bag on my hand as well, so it is what it is, but I've got loads to do, so let's crack on. So, it's Friday, and where are we up to? So, cracking on with obviously the panels. Is the one that we done yesterday. It's still in the mould. As it's come out the mould, bits have come off there, so they've got to go back on. There's the top half over there. We've already got two on the floor, ready to go. Show you what the top half's looking like. Here's the top half. So we'll have a riser over here, and we will have the runner in that end. Also got these little blue things back in again, which to me they look absolutely perfect. Fantastic colour. For some reason they are. I've just put in my mic on so if the voice changes, it's that. Yeah, fantastic colour, love them, but a nightmare to blast. Not because it's just powder coat, it's all these different angles. Get that big finger in there. It's hard to get in. You get in, the shot fills the corner when you're trying to clean the corner, but we'll have to get it done for the customer. We've got to protect this face, and obviously protecting inside the hole. So we'll have to clean that up, put something in there, a bolt. Obviously with me in the office, Paul decided he didn't want to be in the office, so we actually got on the shop floor. So he's made the fire bars and the Manchester project parts that we needed to be done again. So he's done them. There's 6 in total, but he's done them completely different the way I would have done them. So when I picked them up the other day from the customer, it was a compact, so we had the top and the bottom. And I said, I'll just take the bottom because I'll just take them off the board and put them in my own boxes. These boxes, these tops, as you would have seen, I would have put them in them. But Paul, being lazy, decided, I'll just ram it up and then I'll put an empty flat top on because it's flat on the other side, so you can. But it's not the way I would have done, because then at least if I used the other box, we could have used our little clamps that go on the sides, but you can't now with these, you just got to put loads of weights on. But it is what it is, innit? It's not the way I would have done it, but let him be. Did tell him to take them off the board, but he thinks he knows all because he's done it longer. Tell you, I know it all. Lads above that. Yeah, but the job will be fine, don't get me wrong, but you can't move them now because of the sand. So it's not like I can pick them up the crane and put them wherever. Not when we cast them, I can't take them out. So make space, but it is what it is. But got big kahunas been down for some shop blasting for some doors and hatches off his mobile units, his event units, for shop blasting. So we've got 2. So if you just push that, just these opens. So if you want any food, just push it. So they're in for shop blasting and re-powder coating. So we're going to get that done for them as well, through one of our powder coater teams. But straightforward, great door, so I might show you blasting the door there. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare because it's dead thin. Blasting it with the pressure, things can happen. And he's also got this tape on. He's got this angle piece of plastic on. But whatever this tape is, it's unbelievably hard to peel off. Obviously I can't even try and peel it off at the moment. Dodgy finger and that. But we'll show you blasting one of them. So I actually don't know if we're going to be casting as well today. Me personally, because we've got 5 more panels to make, customer is putting a bit of pressure on us as well because they want them. Steve's been dressing them as well, so we're sort of in a situation where, I don't know, me personally I'd rather make the other 2 and then we'll cast all 5 together, but the boxes are a lot bigger. So with the boxes being a lot more bigger, it's gonna a lot more sand. So we've got to work out, is it financially worth making 2 more with a lot more sand in, or just cast them what we've got and then go again with the boxes. So it's a bit of a question, isn't it? You're going to lose either way, you know what I mean? In terms of bit money side of it, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? You've got to crack on and you've got to get it done. So I don't know what he's going to do, because obviously we've got a little bit of cast iron on the floor. We have got a little bit of SG on the floor. Not enough for a full pop, but we can do a little bit. Do you know what I mean? We can do what we've got to do. So we'll see what happens. It's up to David, really. And obviously see what happens, really. So that's so far on the Friday yet. Nothing really planned to come in. So I'm back in the office trying to sort it all out. Crack on. Onwards and upwards. can't see this Fudge then.